the first two challenge coins I received were at memorable events that still stick out in my mind. The first one was when I was in Louisiana, in Ville Platte, Louisiana, for a community event hosted by Vietnam veterans. And there was a group of active duty Army there. They found out that Sons and Daughters had this small community of folks who were there being hosted by Vietnam Veterans of America. And they presented each of us with a challenge coin in the shape of a dog tag. Now, this was June of 2002, so in the early years of the War on Terror. And I still have that. Still have it. I still remember it. It was significant because I'd never received them. At the same time, I had this little private side business unrelated to Sons and Daughters in Touch, and I was broadcasting USC Trojans football on the radio in Spanish in the LA market. And by virtue of that, we also broadcast the Rose Bowl game on New Year's Day. And one day, New Year's Day, I don't know what year it was, but USC was not playing in the Rose Bowl. But we were broadcasting the game nonetheless. And so I was on the field before the game, and there was a four-star general there coordinating the beautiful flyover that everybody sees, the San Gabriel Mountains and all. And I went up to this general and I introduced myself to him, and he presented me with his coin. And I was stunned. And so I still have that. And behind me in my office here, I've got this display of a couple hundred gold star or of challenge coins. So those were the first two. And I've got a whole bunch of others since that time from the President of the United States, Secretary of Defense, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and all, and a lot of different things like that. So I'm blessed by that. But one day I was on a bike ride trying to maintain my health and energy. And this idea came to me. I said, I need to create a coin for my dad and his pilot. The story is complex. It's difficult to convey. I wonder if the story of the two of them, the story of JADE 22, could be distilled onto a coin. So we worked for about 6 months, drove the designers in Hong Kong absolutely crazy, trying to get them to understand what we wanted. But the two sides of the coin tell the story. They tell the story of JADE 22 and that final mission in their B-57 headed to the Vietnam-Laos border for a bombing target. And it also tells the story of Charles Lovelace, the pilot, who was from New Bern, North Carolina, a city that was founded in the early 1700s, and William Cordero, my dad, who was from the city of Santa Barbara in California, another city founded in the 1700s. So these two men go on that mission, and that's what's captured on the front of the coin. The back of the coin shows the date that they were lost. The panel, the actual panel from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial that bears their names, it's panel 2 East, lines 15 and 16, because their names are separated because the way that the wall is designed, they list the casualties by date and then alphabetically. So the last name C comes before the last name L, Cordero before Lovelace. Cordero is on line 15, Lovelace on line 16. So it shows the actual panel of the wall that they're listed on and the military decorations they received, the Purple Heart, the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Air Medal, things like that. But then it also shows 9 gold stars around the perimeter on the back. And those 9 stars represent the 2 wives and the 7 children that Charles Lovelace and William Cordero left behind when they were lost on June 22nd, 1965. So we were able to condense all of that onto a coin. We called it a story coin because there's no challenge to it. It's just telling a story. But we put it on that coin, and it's been a great storyteller.